Last day, day 4 of the Trans Catalina Trail. Currently leaving Blackjack Campground, and it was really funny last night hearing all the backpackers talk. Everyone at the site was doing the trail in either direction, and apparently coming up from Avalon is a nightmare, the climb. I can definitely tell you, coming from the airport, that last bit is a nightmare. So I guess any direction you're coming to Blackjack, it's a pretty rough climb. It was a great night last night, though. I actually saw a couple meteors. The stars were out. It's nice and warm, so I could spend some time outside my tent stargazing, and it was really quiet. And again, everyone was backpacking the trail, so most people went to bed pretty early. But today, I'm gonna finish hiking the interior. It's already pretty warm, so I think it's another day where I'm sweating into my sunglasses. But then I'm gonna drop down to the Avalon, and I'm getting an early start so that hopefully I can get a snorkel in Avalon before my ferry needs to take me back. So this is the view of the morning light on the interior. If you can look back here, just to the right of this big strand of trees is where the Blackjack Campground is. I'm going to be making my way in the morning light, and hopefully I can do most of this before it gets super hot. Oh my god, I just came over this little hill to this. This is hilarious. Kind of looks like the ocean, huh? Ocean of white. That's the marine layer. So right now I'm above the marine layer. It will burn off. We'll have to see if it burns off by the time I dip below that elevation. I think Blackjack is about 2,000 feet. It was kind of fun seeing the marine layer from the top. Usually you just wake up to not being able to see anything. Here I am, almost forgetting to show the route for today. So I'm doing the trail in reverse. I'm actually sitting next to a mile marker 10, so I have 10 more miles of trail to go today. But from reverse, I started at 2 harbors. Day 1 is took the road, the easy way, 2 harbors to Parsons Landing, which is an awesome campsite. Day 2, I took the hard way, fence line road, all the way up to the ridge, down past Cat Harbor, back to the campground at 2 harbors. Day 3 yesterday was this immense trail down to Little Harbor, and then this beast up to the ridge. That's where all the bison were, the airport, and then all the way to Blackjack. Today, day 4, last day, Blackjack Campground. I think I'm probably about here right now. Taking it through the interior. Oh, I can actually see this road. I know where that is. It's going to be kind of up and down. Nothing like the up and down I think I've been doing before. Should be passing reservoir at some point. Coming along the rim, you can see there's just a rim surrounding Avalon. The rim to Avalon. The trail now officially goes down here to Hermit Gulch, and then be entering Avalon straight through the middle. Still moving through the interior in the early morning light, but something I wanted to point out is right in front of me, under the few shaded spots, although this interior section does have a little bit more shaded spots, is a nice, sweet little bench. And up on the hill, you can't see it now, right where the sun is another one of those covered picnic tables. So the Conservancy has actually done a pretty good job of putting in rest spots along this trail, which is nice because I mean, there's a couple of tree stumps here, but for most of the trail there is absolutely nowhere to sit. No big rocks or anything. So I hit that picnic table. That was a bit of a climb. Let me turn around. Just climbed all the way down from that valley there. A little bit steep. But at the picnic bench, and you can get a much better feel for what the cloud layer, or excuse me, the marine layer actually is. You can see it bumping up against the hillside there. Might be going through it. I mean, it's just covering completely covering those lower elevations. And I think this is caused by the difference between the air and water temperature. Again, the sun will burn it off eventually. That might not be, with this stuff, might not be until noon or 2 o'clock. So it'll be interesting if I actually encounter this today, going through it. So you might be able to hear this guy's cackling a lot. Maybe he was warning me about this guy who literally just woke up, laying right next to the trail. This guy might be a little bit more difficult to get around. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Okay, so I see the trail down here. I might try to cut down this slope from the trail here down there. I just gotta watch out for rattlesnakes, which, as I learned yesterday, are actually here. Why do these jerks always have to lay right on the trail? Alright, safely on the trail below the bison. This guy didn't even get up. It's a good sign. On the food lockers last night, they actually had descriptions of when the buffalo are irritated, some of their behavior patterns, like lifting the tail, side profiling, kind of like, you know, shaking their head a little bit, making noises, stamping their hooves. And again, didn't even get up. So, wasn't even get a chance getting close to him, because that's never a good idea. Moving on. This is Hay Pass Reservoir. It actually has water in it this time. It's notable because it is the only water source on the trail between Avalon and Blackjack, but not the actual reservoir. There is a little park just ahead here. You can kind of see a bench from it over there. A little park and a playground, and it's got a spigot, and that's where you get the water from. Don't even need to filter it. Let's see if we can just peek around the corner here, and you can see the park right at the bottom there. Careful where you step. I've been sitting at this table at the reservoir and didn't even see this guy all attentively coiled up. Oops. He's cute though. Not sure. Doesn't look like a rattlesnake. Not from this angle. Maybe he's a gopher snake. I'll have to look him up later. But again, I've seen some very, very small snakes here. Be careful where you step. A short climb past the reservoir and past a radio tower, it looks like, and you get your first views down into Avalon. You can see the marine layer has burned mostly off. There's little remnants of it, but way offshore. It's amazing how it just disappears. But that's the end destination for today. You can see it's kind of at the bottom of a bowl. So I'm going to be hiking this rim about halfway around. Should get views of the backside of the island as well. And then it will be straight down into the fabulous Avalon. Okay, so I got a little turned around and confused by the new reroute here. So this is the Hermit Gulch Trail. That was the first trail I was encountering as I was walking around the rim. There is a trail that goes up to that center of the rim. I think it leaves from the Wrigley Memorial though. But since this is the official trail on the new map, this is the one I'm going to take. And as you can see, great views of Avalon. This final destination. Exiting the Hermit Gulch Trail, you come across Hermit Gulch Campground. I actually just stopped in the shade there for a little bit. It was really nice. I'm going to keep my voice down too because it's quiet. Don't want to disturb the people who are here. But it's a nice option for the trail, or if you want to spend the night in Avalon but don't want to shell out the money for one of those expensive hotels. So there's a road up here. I'm going to hook up with that road, and that road will take me into the main part of town. Just passing the golf course and getting closer to town, getting a lot more interaction with people, so I put my face covering on, and a lot of golf carts are going by. There's a limited amount of cars left on allowed on the island, so and because most people don't really leave Avalon, everyone just rents golf carts to get around town. So hitting the residential area, you can see more of the city here. It's got a whole bunch of cute little houses. A lot of them are up on hills, and some of them are pretty old. Heading down to the beach. One of these streets will take me to the beach. I just gotta figure out which one. Maybe this one. And then that'll be it for the hike, but not for the day. I gotta pick a snorkeling spot. So of course I picked the street that dumps me out right in the middle of everything. So this is Avalon. A little different than Two Harbors. I'm gonna head right to the water here. Right in the middle of all the tourists right now. But this is beautiful, beautiful Avalon Harbor. And to my left, the waves come in. To my left is the historic casino. They do movies and tours and hold special events there. This is part of the main drag of Avalon. And then over here, this is the pier where you get the do the glass bottom boats and semi-submersibles, which head to the area I'm gonna snorkel. So, panning around this way again. There is a snorkel spot over here at the Casino Point Dive Park. It's actually where I go scuba diving. It's got some like sunken boats and such. It's mainly for scuba divers though. But way to the left of here is the ferry port where I'm gonna go and change into my swimsuit because they've got bathrooms, and past that is a little place called Lover's Cove, and that is snorkeling only plus tour boats, and the tour boats feed the fish, so there's tons of fish. Okay, so heading through the tourists to go change. This is Lover's Cove. You can see there's already one of the tour boats here. You have to get out of the way for the tour boats, by the way. I do see people snorkeling. It is high tide, so entry is going to be a little bit difficult. There are stairs there. However, look at how clear this water is. I can see the fish from here. And this is just down the way from the ferry docks. You can see the Catalina Express right there, and then across the harbor is the casino. I'm so hot right now. I'm really want to jump in the water. one. Clear water, lots of fish. I was so overheated too. It was really, really nice to jump in that cold water. My whole body just feels so much better now. So the only thing left to do is change into my normal people clothes and board my boat. Goodbye, Catalina. I am officially back on the mainland, which means I am officially done with my Trans Catalina Trail hiking and snorkel adventure. I have to be honest, I feel great. I haven't had the best 2020 like pretty much everybody, and I wasn't in the best mood when I started day one, but I feel pretty good now. So until next time.